This is our 91 964 C4 cab. We are selling this car on behalf of a local gentleman who has owned it since 2010. The car was sold new in Minneapolis, and then it relocated to Vermont in 1996, and then in 2004 it moved to Highland Park, Illinois, and it has remained in the Chicago area since. It is a 4-owner car, though the clean Carfax does show it as a 3-owner. Under the current ownership of 8 years, the car has seen a tremendous amount of service. We have nearly $30,000 worth of receipts since 2010. Feel free to reach out. We can send a scan of those over. But just about every seal, gasket, belt, every wear item on the car has been replaced in recent years. It has seen, throughout the summers of the last 8 years, it has seen daily driver duty. As it's been driven in the city, the owner had a number of little scuffs and chips and scratches over the front end repainted a few years ago. So 2014 saw a repaint of the front fenders, hood, and bumper, whereas the rest of the car retains its original paint. Presents extremely well. It was done right. The repainted portions appear as factory. Car has a black convertible top, which is in like new condition. You'll see some photos of that. Car only has 70,000 miles on it, and that is correct. The odometer is functional. Car's in really, really nice shape. There are a handful of small blemishes that you'll see later in this video. Things to be expected with the car having been driven in Chicago for 8 years. Color is Guards Red. Excellent color on these cars, or on any Porsche really. The wheels were refinished in 2014. Body is very, very nice and straight. There's a couple little door dings on the passenger door that you'll see a close-up of a little later. But aside from that, really very little for damage other than little scuffs on the underside of the front bumper. Again, to be expected with, having been driven. So now that I've done one thorough walk around, I'll show close-ups of all the blemishes. There is a scuff right there on the underside of the front bumper. That's on the passenger side. And you can see just a couple little chips scattered about. Then right there, there's a little bubble underneath the headlight. Little rash there. It's the only spot of any body rust or anything close to it on the car. But it is underneath the driver's side headlight, about the size of a quarter. Then you can see there is touched up paint along the wheel well. It's about probably a 5 or 6 inch area, but there is touch up paint. It's correct color matched. It's hard to see. Obviously, I'm showing a close up here and you can barely see it, but it is there. See on the rear bumper, little chips, general parallel parking things. No damage, but just some minor chips. And then on the passenger side, in the middle of the door, there are a few little chip / door dings from parking lots. See, there's 2 little creases towards the rear of the door, one on the forward portion. Not super significant, but worth noting as the rest of the car is so clean. So then, as we look to the interior, tan leather. Seats are in really nice shape. Passenger seat shows little to no wear. The driver's seat shows just a little bit of age by way of, surface, not cracking, but more creasing. But no major scuffs or, really major signs of wear. Sills are in good shape. Really the only thing that shows much age in the interior, the floor mat on the driver's side is pretty discolored. The carpet underneath is nice. The dash is like new. The original Alpine head unit was swapped out for a Blaupunk San Francisco, which looks right at home in there. It fits in, very retro looking. 70,000 miles. You'll see that dash light, that was just the handbrake light. Head unit's functional.
A doctor testifying in the trial of Chicago officer Jason Van Dyke today.
Fan and heat are also functional. Air conditioning does not blow cold.